All right. Welcome one, welcome all. I have Dunk with me. It is not Stewie. I've had a fun time on the back end. Stuff has not wanted to work. I promise you that. So I will. We're gonna multitask a little bit here, but we do in fact, like I said, have Dunk coming off of a game, a series.
That's a great way to put it.
It existed. It happened. How's that? Let's say
it did.
Any thoughts on that at all? Because I mean, I gotta put you on the spot just a little bit.
The issue is whoever did the schedules had us playing the number one team twice.
There you go.
And I think they should be fired.
I mean, I kind of agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Just saying. Although, I mean, I got to play Second Thought twice, and that was easy. So appreciate that. Nice little nod to me. Again, make it nice for me. So, makes it nice. But we tonight are going to be focusing on Average Joe's taking on Valley of Death, which is a very spicy one because specifically, Valley of Death is in fact the only team to beat Average Joe's. So, Average Joe's definitely need this one to have a shot at getting the number one seed versus, of course, the Spooners.
Yeah, and Valley of Death have been on a little bit of a hot streak lately, too.
That's an understatement. Literally, they lost their first game, and then they've won 8 in a row. So, I would say a hot streak is probably pretty fair to say. But we are ready, I believe, to look at some stats of these guys. But before we do, I'm curious when I was looking. Thank you. Appreciate everyone wanting to spend all their bucks to silence me. You guys got a ways to go, though. I'm a little, not going to lie, I'm a little disappointed that you haven't reached it yet. But
the last one happened quite fast.
Well, yeah, for whatever reason, everyone's just like, oh, yeah, we can do the last one in like 3 seconds. I'm like, oh. That's cool. That's cool, guys. Either way, let us jump over and look at the standings of these guys. So, of these Div B standings, which, Dunk, I will be nice and, actually, I was going to say, you probably got them up as well.
I do have them up.
But you want to talk about the standings of these guys real quick?
Yeah, so we do have Average Joe's are only two games behind the Spooners at 10-1, but Spooners are done with their games for the whole season, so they're staying at 10-1, but Average Joe's do have 2 games left, so they can tie them, which makes this match pretty huge for Average Joe's.
Yeah, no, this is actually insane. The stipulations coming off of this, which if we actually look at the stats of some of these guys, starting with Average Joe's, somehow this team is sitting at 8-1 and isn't leading in a single category, which blows my mind.
That's every once in a while you get one of those teams where they're just like they both mesh with each other really well, but they're not relying on one of them to like hard carry, so they're not getting all the high stats.
Yeah, I gotcha. But I'm just thinking, while we wait for this prediction, which I believe is up right now, which it is actually not too bad. 55% Average Joe's, 45% Valley of Death.
Wow.
Interesting. If we look at the stats of Valley of Death, again, not leading in any category, better than you. Ooh, first of all, we have we have Brad is trash, actually, with the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Appreciate that, Brad. Obviously, you guys got a nice win. I don't know if that's just felt bad for Trey. Fair enough. Either way, sorry, I'm getting distracted here as we let these play through. Yep. I just may say real quick. Might be slashing. Yeah, might be on that one indeed. Either way, looking at these stats though, better than you is also known as Cleach, who is definitely a veteran in this league. He played one time, like 3 seasons ago, and then dropped off the face of the earth, and now he's back.
Yeah, it was actually, I think it was on one of my 3v3 team. We lost a player right before playoffs and he joined. Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting. One thing though, again, thank you, Brad, very much for the gifted subs, my good sir. Makes it nice to know on my end, as obviously all this is going to be used for lots of fun stuff. But looking back at these standings, as you guys see here, you guys like the shirt? Yes, we do. As I say, you guys will see. I'm looking right now. They're rocking some special shirts. At least the average Joes are. You guys can maybe guess what they're rocking. But prediction-wise, Dunk, I want to know who you think you taking us in this.
The easy prediction would be average Joes, but I think Valley of Death have come tonight to play the season wrecker. I think Valley of Death is going to take this 3-2.
Really? Okay, spicy. Chat definitely does not think so. Average Joes. I think I'll bet 5. I'll bet 5K, you know, on average Joes. Definitely the
That's
like you said,
bet.
I think it's the safe bet. I don't see them losing this, honestly. I think it's ridiculous how good average Joes have been. And I believe we are ready to actually jump into this match. So you guys will have submissions open for another like 30 seconds roughly, so make sure to actually get those submissions in, as we're going to see average Joes, like I said, taking on Valley of Death. And I got Valley of Death losing 3-1. I think average Joes take this and show that they are just the dominant team, just straight up.
We will see. As we do get started here, Silent Win and Aussie on the kickoff. Triplify might have a shot here, but unfortunately not able to.
As we have Ninja. One thing I will say is Better is also known as Cleach. Hopefully we don't mess that up. It's a little confusing for us when players have different names in game, as you know, like Discord and other stuff, or change names in game or Discord. It makes it a little confusing to us. But curious chat, what do you guys think is going to be taking this? Obviously, prediction 5-1 in favor of average Joes. 90% Bison Bucks, which you can't blame them when the team's sitting at 8-1 right now. I mean, again, they did lose to Valley of Death, which again, it's week 1. You're figuring out your teammate. You're figuring out how to play this in this game. But what a save coming out from Better. But yeah, average Joes, 8 games in a row they have won, and I got a good feeling it's going to be 9.
We will see. I think Valley of Death, I think they got what it takes. As we do see with the demo there, Better Than You taking the first goal of the series.
If you guys can see, Cripplify and Aussie both rocking average Joe's t-shirts.
Oh.
So first time we've
like
actually seen a little bit of a team merch coming out.
Kind of intimidating if you are Valley of Death right now.
You think so?
You don't. Yeah. Average Joe's already got the sponsorships for their team.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Silent Win now. He's got 45 boost to work with. Can he pop this high? Aussie should be there. Aussie, in my opinion, has been one of the most valuable players in Div B. I didn't personally know anything about him. He is brand new to this league and really has just been one of the more consistent players. Obviously, average Joe's rocking both Cripplify and Aussie, both insanely good. But Aussie's really, really impressed me so far this season.
Yeah, and that's having like a teammate you can always depend on and just frees you up so much as the other player. So that definitely has helped average Joe's throughout this season.
One thing I was gonna say, one thing I want to point out too. Oh, demos. I was gonna say is actually literally it was the demos. Is that Stewie had brought up earlier? You know, one of the best ways to stop someone who's mechanical as like Brad is to demo them, and maybe that'll be what Silent and Better are trying to do. As Aussie and Cripplify are both ridiculously mechanical. Silent's got an open net. Can he put it there? Cripplify cannot find the save, and Silent win. Valley of Death, you know, we've been harping and praising. They've been so good, but down 2-0 early. Maybe, just maybe, Valley of Death is the one thorn in the side of average Joe's that has snuck its way up again.
You did not believe me, but I think they have what it takes to take them down. As Silent Win is back by himself with Cripplify up in the air. Unfortunate backflip coming out, but Silent Win does get it out of the corner. Aussie's going to put it right back in. Better than you, just a kind of soft touch into the middle here. Silent will try to take it. Aussie gets a nice 50 out of it, and it's better than you. Gets a clear past one. Not able to do anything with that one.
Oh, that might go in. Potentially, but better is there. Rocking an interesting car, I will say, because he does go up for this one. Is Silent there. Silent being very, very passive. Aussie might be looking for a second touch of this one, but Silent there for the challenge. We'll see if Cripplify beats him to it, which he does. Is better up for the challenge here. Gets a really good clear center, but Aussie, again, it's just, I think it's the relenting pressure of Average Joe's that is the key to victory for them. I mean, none of their shots so far have been ridiculously good, but if you just do shot after shot after shot, eventually one of these clears of Valley of Death is going to be very much lacking, and that's when you can capitalize on the open net.
Yeah, but so far, is that one just barely almost put Average Joe's in a really bad spot there, but Valley of Death have just taken opportunity of a couple of double commits and mistouches by Average Joe's.
As we see now, better throwing this one wide, and still, I mean, Valley of Death, again, they're already up 2-0. Looking, again, they are the only team that has beaten Average Joe's. And again, it was a 3-0. As we see another goal. What is it about this Valley of Death team that Average Joe's just cannot beat?
I really feel like Cleach definitely came to play tonight, as so far I don't think we've really seen a missed touch out of him, and he's just been able to get past one or two of them, and just led to opportunities for, oh my.
Oh no. Oh no. Interesting. All right, so I think it's pretty safe to say game one's chalked, and Valley of Death do get a very, very solid and honestly convincing game one. I said that I had 3-0 Average Joe's taking this one, and I'm a little worried right now, if I'm being honest.
I think a lot of people in their Bison Bucks are a little worried right now, as Average Joe's did have quite a bit of pressure and a decent amount of shots, but not really able to do much with it.
Cleach
puts on a fourth.
And again, if anyone doesn't know, Cleach is also known as Better Than You, just in case there was any confusion there. Yeah, that fourth one, I mean, it's an own goal from Cripplify, so, like, I don't know how much merit you put on it, but the scoreboard says 4-0. So
It does.
Yeah, 3 seconds left on this one. What a game one statement from Valley of Death, saying that, yeah, we took him down once, but watch us take him down again and really spice up the standings in Div B.
This will be interesting to see how Average Joe's respond back to this, because that's tough when you get beat 4-0 by a team that, according to the standings, should be significantly worse than you.
Yeah, keep in mind, significantly. This should not be a question, if I'm being honest. Like, this should be Valley of Death getting beat. But how do you mute the VOD Ninja? You press mute. Have you been hearing me the entire time, dude? At least you can turn the volume down. I hear someone casting. Dunk, are you not muted in VOD Ninja?
Well, we'll find out.
Dunk. We good. Good to know.
All right, so now we know why their first game didn't go so well.
True, that's why. Just because he's listening to you just talk the whole time, or what?
Well, we'll find out if they come back during game 2. We know what the issue was.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. Game 2 getting underway. Average Joe is up against it. Valley of Death. Again, this is a 4-6 team. They are under 50%. They have been struggling this season. And apparently against Average Joe's. Think about this, actually. Because they did 3-0 Average Joe's has yet to take a single game off of Valley of Death. That's now 4 in a row Valley of Death has won.
Oh my. What a save by Silent Win there. But yeah, that's kind of crazy that they haven't even took off one game. As Silent tries to 50 that one in there. Better Than You will make a quick turn. but ooh, that was a close one there.
I'm looking at the just the stats comparing Valley of Death and Average Joe's. It's like Average Joe's, they have goals, they have assists, they have demos, they have goals per game, assists per game, shots per game. They have so many stats on Valley of Death, but for some reason they cannot beat this team as of now.
I'm not. If you're just watching this, like, you can't really tell like what it is either, because Average Joe's have had pressure, but Valley of Death have just made some amazing saves.
Oh, but that's going to be a goal for Cripplify, getting the turnaround there. Didn't actually think he might have this angle here, but the poor challenge coming out of Silent, and then Better Than You or Cleach, just kind of not sure how we want to challenge the ball. Cripplify getting good power and finding their first lead of the series. First goal of the series, I should say.
That's true. That definitely helped the morale there, but Cripplify is going to try to see what he can do again, but Better Than You with a nice touch to the other side. Aussie will counter, but Silent's going to just bang this one down there, try and put Cripplify in awkward position. So go off the backboard again.
Oh, can he get the cut? Ah, it's close. Why is Oni's preset so clean? Liam just gonna copy it. It is an Octane preset though, so I don't know if you can do that. Cripplify not throwing this one downfield. Can he reach it? Cleach does reach it very well. I like Cleach's preset, you know? It screams bot. But
that is very true.
Cleach now 40 boosts to work with. Cripplify throwing this one down to the corner. Silent rushing to meet this, but Aussie now throw this one on target. But what a clear! Oh, you could tell Silent. That was such a pass that you could tell anyone in Div 8 is like dreaming of. That was so gorgeous, and I think a lot of us in our heads are just like jump, just jump for it. But obviously very, very difficult at the lower ranks now. Silent win. He's definitely the grounded player who's just a nuisance.
Yeah, and especially for kind of what rank he is, he's like done a really good job of like always making contact with the ball. But
oh,
like,
speaking of contact, Aussie.
Empty net. Oh man, that hurts.
Yeah, definitely a goal that I thought was going to be put in for sure. Would have been up 2-0, but we play on now. Cleach looking for a 1v1 play. Cripplify, not the best 50, but it will buy time for Aussie to get back in position. Cripplify now. Oh, and Aussie and Cripplify both in the corner, bumping each other. The goal is free. Silent there. Oh, he does sky it though. Cripplify, can he find anything here? Going up high. He's got plenty of boost to work with though, but Silent gonna be first to that ball. Might be actually got a flip reset on that on accident.
Cleach will try to take this here, but Cripplify does get a little bit of a shot on net and does get the second tap on net.
You would love to see it.
Yeah, definitely looking a lot better for Average Joe's. They
picked it up.
Kind of caught. Yeah. Been able to catch Valley of Death in a couple awkward situations here. But now it is up to Valley of Death to
make that 3. Make that 3-0. Unfortunate Silent win on that kickoff. Not the best. You know, Cripplify is just saying, oh, no. Yeah, we take those. We take those, go next.
That just sucks too, because that just takes pretty much any wind out of your sails you had left in order to make the comeback. So
most likely, most likely we'll see Average Joe's taking this one, which again will be the first game they will have beaten Valley of Death. If this stands, obviously we got a minute and a half to go. Anything can happen, but I think Cripplify and Aussie definitely stepped it up and shut down Cleach a bit more in game 2 here.
Yeah. I think that's the key too, is just being able to either just kind of bait Cleach into their half and just get around him, or just demos or bumps and keep him out of the play.
Now we see Cleach in the corner. He's got very little boost to work with. Silent now tossing this one to the side. 30 boost to work with. Can he find it centered? Cripplify is going to be there with a clear. Cleach does find it centered again, but Silent Win already abandoning the play. Aussie, that's one I want him to see take their time instead of just throwing it to the corner, because that happens. Even Cleach saying close one in the chat. Love it.
Might have a chance here for a rebound, but Cripplify does a really nice job of banging that towards the other side as he will pick it up in the corner. Does have 0, but picks up the full pad. Is Aussie, nice slow play there, just puts her right over the net. And Cripplify.
Being a speedy boy.
Yeah, really nice setup there by Aussie. Like, took his time and just perfect placement with the pass.
You saw really poor defense from Silent and Cleach. Neither one of them in a good position to actually get that save, which I think Aussie and Cripplify now, I mean, we saw last game, it's thrown on the net and eventually they're going to suffer. And game 1, I think that the defensive value of death survived, but game 2, just shot after shot after shot. I would be surprised if in this game, Average Joes don't score or don't shoot 3 times as much as Value of Death.
Yeah, and Valley of Death did get lucky with a few of their saves that first game, but it is another 4-0, so each team now has 4-0 victory.
Yep, I was gonna say 7 shots to 2. Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. Just all offense. And Cripplify with 4 goals. Ant Gorilla is saying that Aussie's doing the dirty work, which kind of looked like it. Cripplify obviously taking things in his own hands. But again, stats don't count everything as far as, bumps, boost steals, and just kind of being a nuisance. But Average Joes, they lost 4-0 game 1, and they take it back with a 4-0 of their own. So the question is, where do we swing for game 3?
I think now that each team's kind of had their high, I think we're going to settle with probably like a 2-3 game here.
2-3 game. I want to see Silent. Silent just step it up a little bit more. I think Cleach was very awkward on defense, and I think if Cleach is awkward, it puts Silent in a really tough spot, obviously being the lower ranked player, because obviously he's relying very heavily on Cleach. So Silent, I think, just maybe pick it up, go for a little bit more just solid clears. I think he's not quite getting the best contact on the ball. Obviously, neither is Cleach, as Dunk apparently left the party. Not sure why you wanted to do that. I will invite you again. I think Dunk's internet died, folks, as his screen is frozen and he left the call. So that makes life interesting. Oh, are we gonna see this one go in? Better than you, not able to find the angle. Oh, maybe Dunk's back.
I am.
Do we get Dunk back in VOD Ninja, maybe?
We can definitely do that.
Oh, is this one in? Silence backwards, but he still does find the angle. Now we see Cleach. What a goal line save. Now we see Silent win. Maybe going up for this one. He side flips, actually. Aussie passing it directly to Cleach, though. Dunk, make sure I have your video in Discord, by the way.
You do now.
Now we see Silent win. Can he make anything happen here? Cripplify up and over the bar. I'm thinking maybe your 2-3 might be just too many goals here, because we're already a minute and a half in. Still 0-0 score going on right now. Aussie trying to make something happen. Let me try to invite Dunk one more time. As oh, he's not even on Rocket League. All right, Dunk, I see how it is. Losing connection and everything. But Cleach now popping this one very high. 65 boost to work with. Trying to get a shot, but again, the defense of Cripplify and Aussie just standing strong. Valley of Death trying to get game 1 going. This is going to go off the ceiling. Can Silent win jump for this one? Aussie's already up. Just the speed of Average Joe's, I think, is really just kind of the biggest kicker in this series right now. As we're going to see Cripplify getting an open net right now. And I will say the speed is the #1 thing that I think is going to give the win to Average Joe's. Dunk, you here by chance?
I am here. I'm reloading everything. For some reason, it all decided to crash.
Gotcha. Well, that's always fun when everything crashes, isn't it? Oh, is this one going in? Silent somehow getting the save, and Cleach trying to make it work with what he was given. He's got 60 boosts to work with. Can he get past Cripplify? But he does get a good save, but this is going to bounce very high and very awkward for both teams. Aussie does, though, try to brave the touch. Oh, Cripplify, this is a great option for a double tap. Maybe can he find the angle off the crossbar? Not able to get the double tap. Aussie now called into action on defense. That's Silent win. Can he get the corner boost steal? He can't. Cripplify, plenty of boost to work with now. They needed that boost steal against Silent win. Just a little bit awkward on defense. Now Cleach called into action. Again, can he get another touch here? 40 boost to work with. He's trying to slow it down. Maybe go for a backflip flick as Aussie clears it away. And just the final touch coming out of Valley of Death just isn't there. Are you on Rocket League, my good sir?
I am. Send me an invite so I can get back in here.
I mean, not really, but I can. Either way, now that Dunk has joined the party, he can see Silent Wind potentially getting his first shot, but going all the way to the other side of the pitch. Aussie trying to turn it in, but now we go back the other way. Neither player wanting to score, just wants to pinch it all the way across the field. Quick, everyone silence K-Tool. That would be hilarious if everyone silenced me as you disconnect. Just a straight silent game.
You see Cripplify just kind of skying that one up there, but does get a piece of Better Than You as Silent kind of awkwardly gets a piece of that.
Are you in Ninja, by the way? It's fun, folks. Anytime you disconnect, there's so many things in the background that like we have to have open and a part of, like videos, and just it's insane. So yeah, disconnect definitely takes a long time to reconnect everything. And we will see more connections coming out of the offense of Average Joe's. As we see Aussie putting in another goal. As speaking of Aussie, I'm losing players. I lost Dunk, who's now back. I have Aussie, except now I lost his camera. So that's nice. Appreciate that, Aussie. Makes life interesting for me, I will say. Cameras are all messed up, folks. I apologize. Players are leaving and messing with my settings. Like I said, there's a lot on the back end, but Cripplify and Aussie being very, very dominant here in Game 2. Now up 2-0, just a minute left. We see Cleach, 12 boost. Can he make anything happen here? Aussie should have a good 50. Silent now. Not sure how he wants to handle this ball with only 40 boosts.
Kind of awkward, but it did fool Average Joe's. Is Better Than You is going to try to take this slowly up the corner. Is at 0 boost. Tries to get it middle, but they shut that down pretty quickly there.
Oh, is this one going in? Silent now should be called into action. Cripplify. That one actually going in. What a save from Cleach.
Yeah, getting the saves, but just unfortunately not the shots to match it this game.
Yeah, we will probably keep player cams off you guys just for a little bit because we lost now 2 players. And makes it a little interesting. Silent Wind now trying to throw this, but Aussie is there. And now we're going to see Average Joe's after losing Game 1 4-0. 6 unanswered goals. Make that 7. 7 unanswered goals for the Average Joe's. And what do you see out of Valley of Death that needs to change desperately before they lose the series?
I think the big thing is, first game they're relying way too much on Cleach to make the solo plays to score, and so I think, as you were saying, Silent Wind needs to really step up huge here if they want to make a comeback here. Because it is
one more for the road
after game 1 has not been looking good for Valley of Death.
Average Joe's now up, like I said, 2-0. Only one more game is needed for them to take the series. And the offense, 9 shots to 2. Yeah, you're not gonna win putting up 2 shots. They were just on defense the entire time. And one thing that's surprising is Cleach, or better, not on top of the scoreboard. Silent Wind actually on top of the scoreboard. So I do think I agree that they relied a lot on Cleach, but also think Silent Wind has been struggling a bit this series.
Yeah.
Which is, again, not to say anything bad about Average Joe's. Average Joe's have been constant offense and just smothering Valley of Death with shots, which it is clearly the formula to work, as you guys saw, obviously, in games 2 and 3. And I expect it to work again here in game 4. Dunk, you want to ready up, my good sir?
I would, if Rocket League would even show that option.
It's always fun, folks. You wish you had more monitors or what? Have more stuff open? It's always fun. Either way, we will get into this one. We'll see if Dunk wants to join. Who knows? Maybe he'll spectate. Maybe he won't. But like I said, we'll probably keep cams off for this one just because we have lost a lot of players, so you guys can, yeah, I won't even bother with that. But game 4, Average Joe's, just one more is needed versus Valley of Death. Need 2 more dubs. Otherwise, we'll see Average Joe's go to 9-1 right now. Which I'm looking at the schedule right now. And Average Joe's do have one more game, which is going to be, if I can find it real quick, back to bronze. Which I do believe they played earlier tonight. I just want to see, did they post? They have not posted it yet.
Empty net?
Ooh, okay, Silent. I respect it. But Average Joe's did in fact play back to bronze. I do not know the score of that. If anyone in chat knows the score of that series, obviously feel free to shout that out. So then this is actually Average Joe's last game of the season. So I'm unaware if they came off of a win or a loss, but they're going to be done after this, which is kind of crazy to think.
Yeah, pretty huge implications for it. But you can see Valley of Death are definitely not done with this yet, as has a chance here to put one more in. It's unfortunate, not a great touch there, but Silent Wind looking to put another one in, kind of gets a pass up, but this everyone really
that's gonna go in.
Fleet takes advantage.
Better than you, showing that he's in fact better than a double commit. That was pretty ugly out of Cripplify and Aussie, if I will be honest there.
Yeah, just something happened this game, and they just multiple times throughout this one so far, they've just been super awkward, both going for it. Backflips coming out, but better than you, gonna try to take this one up the middle, tries to get a 50, but does go down, and Silent Wind is waiting for it.
Also, I just wanted to say appreciate the follows. We got the Wargasm, Nitro Vex, and then we had Shakar and Big Ben Strike 7 all follow. So appreciate the support, you guys. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. And as we move on to our game 3, as we've been live for just under 3 hours now.
I always love to see some new people enjoying the content.
Oh yes, sir. Aussie now getting some bumps and demos. Cripplify had a good shot at net, but not finding the target there. Are we, this is looking up to a game 5 as the score obviously stands. I don't know what it is about Cleach and Silent Wind starting so fast and so good at the beginning of the games and then just falling off once you get a couple minutes in. Oh no.
Ooh,
oh no.
That's awkward.
Oh no.
Oh, better than you though with a good clear, and Silent had a chance at a breakaway there, but Silent's just been so hot and cold throughout this whole series. It's tough to watch sometimes. Who is Cripplify with the demo, but
it's Aussie there. It's wide open. Silent Wind not able to get back in time, and that's going to be the lead cut in half.
Yeah, definitely Average Joes do not want to. They would love to see the night end after this game.
I don't think it's going to happen, if I'm being honest.
I think Valley of Death definitely still fighting here, but Silent Wind, really awkward
so
position.
awkward. He's so awkward. It's an own goal. Oh, that one hurts. Silent Wind, desperate. I mean, I can't really blame Cleach in this position. Like, you could tell Silent is so awkward, and the goal is about to come. So you gotta just try to throw your body in front of it, and unfortunately, the own goal didn't in fact happen. If he didn't hit it, you could tell Aussie was gonna be right there to hit it. So either way, goal goes in, but tie game now. This swung fast, honestly. I was not expecting this 2-goal swing to be in like 20 seconds.
Silent, just sitting. I don't know, disconnected maybe, but it looks like he's back.
I was gonna say, ping-wise, looks like everyone is good. Obviously, if there's some issue, hopefully players will let us know. But Aussie, can he hit this angle? It's gonna be going off the sidewall. Silent, you gotta read that, my dude. Otherwise, Aussie's gonna probably turn that one in, and he does. Silent needed to read that off the back goal, and that one's going to be hurt. Heads down in the cams from Silent.
Yeah, it looks like he's gotten in his head a little bit here.
But I will say, though, Cleach went pretty dang far front post. So if Cleach was anywhere back post, he would have had an easy save there. So definitely a mistake out of both players for sure. But now they are down again as Silent looking to try to tie up the game and right the wrong based off the mistake. Is that going to be an open net? But Cleach should be back for this one. Actually, demo out of Silent. Haven't seen demos yet this series almost at all.
Honestly, if Silent would be able to start doing that'd probably help free up Cleach a lot.
That's a great idea. Allowing Cleach, because I mean, clearly he's got the skill to get some great shots and goals, but a little bit of space would be obviously most welcome from him. As I say that, though, he does sky it and makes me eat my words a little bit.
Silent has a chance here. Gets it close to net, as makes Cripplify just put it towards the corner. Cripplify kind of awkward. Gets it towards the middle here, though. Silent does get a boom. This sets up
that's
really
going to be
nice
free.
Do tie it back up.
Oh, that was such a good touch from Silent. I don't know if he was trying to put it as perfectly as it did, but if you're Cleach, you could not ask for a better pass. And now we got a tie game, so things getting spicy.
Yeah, who do you feel is going to be taking this game now?
I still think the consistency from Cripplify and Aussie is going to be too much. I think Average Joe's 2 take it. I mean, I'm down to go to a Game 5, don't get me wrong, but I think throughout this series, I think the double commits have been the main reason that goals have been given up from Average Joe's.
That is very true.
So if they can, just clean up the comms a little bit, there is no reason that Average Joe's shouldn't take this series. They have been dominant, obviously, throughout the season, and they are now 1 goal potentially away from just closing it out and potentially calling it a day. Again, I don't know if they lost or won against back to bronze, but they could be sitting tied for #1 and going to be tie-breaking against Spoon for that #1 seed going into playoffs.
Yeah, they definitely are trying to mount an offense here as Cripplify, both Cripplify and Better Than You missing this one, as Silent will put it back towards the middle a little bit. But should be an easy clear here as Cripplify going to try to take his time. Does get hit up high.
Cripplify's got 0 boosts. Do we see a goal before OT? I'm gonna say no. Overtime. Who do you got scoring the overtime goal?
Oh, I think Cleach is gonna, or Better Than You is gonna come in clutch here, as I may have. Ooh, that almost did not work out for them there.
I got my boy Silent win. Silent's gonna clutch up. He doesn't know it yet. He's gonna clutch up. He's gonna score. I don't know what net it's gonna be on, but Silent's gonna score. Never mind. Cripplify's gonna shut that down early. Cripplify, Aussie saying nice shot, and yeah, what a touch from Aussie, getting to the side while making Cleach incredibly awkward, and then Cripplify just clean as you like. Yeah, there's no chance for stopping that. And Average Joe's. I'm excited to see if they won against Back to Bronze. We might be looking at your #1 seed in the entire Division B.
Yeah, definitely good performance, but Valley of Death definitely show that they do have some kinks in the armor there.
Yeah, definitely some chinks for sure, but overall, I think it was a performance that I don't think anyone can disagree that was just a clean win.
Yeah.
All right, Dunk, are you in Ninja? Hopefully.
I am.
Oh, Aussie's phone died. All right, never mind. We will just be talking to Cripplify then. Love that. All right, let's hop over then and talk to Mr. Cripplify.
All right.
All right, Mr. Cripplify, can you hear us, my good sir?
Yep, I can.
All right, we got double Crip Cam because Aussie's phone died. So did you guys actually have any comms then in that, or how did that work?
Why did it not look like our mouths were moving very much?
Oh, well, Aussie's phone died, so I just don't know if you guys had comms or not.
Oh, yeah, no, we had comms. There's no problem with that. I would guess I will say though, like talking about series, yeah, we do struggle with communication sometimes. I will say that.
Yeah, definitely a lot of double commits coming out. We were talking about that. That was kind of the biggest chink in your armor, was the double commits. So my question to you is, did you guys, because you guys played a series before this, right?
Yeah, yep, correct.
And
oh, we won. I gotta say, I mean, yeah, we won, but it was a close one. We won 3-2.
ooh,
I think we went up 2-0, and then they won 2 back-to-back. So they were trying to pull the reverse sweep, but we were able to close it out luckily. I don't know. Tonight's just been rough.
yeah. Well, you say tonight's been rough, but I mean, you guys are sitting 10-1. So I'm taking what you say with a grain of salt. Oh, it's been rough. You won both your series. Get out of here.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, 3-1. Definitely nothing to scoff at. But Dunk, what you got for them?
Yeah, you guys definitely. What were you kind of feeling after first game, getting 4-0'd there?
Okay, I kind of got a little upset just because like earlier in the league, like we did get 3-0'd, and there were some like other circumstances for why I guess I was a little annoyed with other stuff, but yeah, no, we got foiled that first game, and I'm just like, all right, we gotta like play smarter now. Like this can't happen again. And I mean, we turned it around. We played a little bit better. There was still a lot of mistakes there. We didn't play as much up to our potential that I think we could have, but it is what it is. We came out with the dub, and that's all that matters.
So you guys are sitting 10-1. Spooners are obviously sitting 10-1. So you guys now have a best of 3 next weekend. Not a best of 5. It is a best of 3 to get the number 1 seed. So has that even crossed your mind yet, or are you just like focusing on just like, well, we got the weekend. I'll deal with that next time.
Yeah, I mean, I got Joe this weekend, so I have plenty of other things to worry about. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right, I like it. Dunk, you got any last words for him before we let him go? Celebrate his crazy wins.
No, awesome job tonight. You guys do have a shot at the number 1 seed, so that's definitely exciting. And we do love you guys are the first team here to have some team merch.
I love that. I was waiting for you to say something. Like, come on.
I said it. I said it on stream a couple of times.
Okay.
Did you guys just like pick those up at Target or something, or what?
No, I don't even know what site. It was just some random site that OC found, and yeah, they were like around $15, like super cheap actually, and they're nice, like they're legit T-shirts. So
I would hope it's a legit T-shirt. I mean, just saying.
Yeah. I mean, get water on it and it just starts to deteriorate or something.
Fair enough, but either way, best of luck in the best of 3. Hopefully, you guys can pull out the dub. But obviously, fantastic job getting 2 wins back to back tonight, and you get to go celebrate. So again, thank you for the interview, my good sir, and enjoy the rest of your night.
Appreciate it. Y'all have a good night too.
All right, that was Cripplify. Again, we did not have Aussie or OC because his phone died, so it is what it is. But I'm pretty happy myself. I went 3 for 3 on predictions tonight. Even got the upset, which was Pulse Ultra. And yeah, again, appreciate everyone just donating buys and bucks to me. It makes my life easy. I have too much. Again, it makes my life easy. But Dunk, what did you think about that series though? Was that what you expected, or were you a little surprised by the results? Were you I was gonna say, were you?
There we go.
Yeah, were you excited by those results, or kind of what you expected, or how did you feel about that game?
As in the beginning, I thought Valley of Death would put up a fight. They definitely did, just not quite as well as I guess they would have played. But that is going to be exciting. Since we will have 2 teams fighting for first seed now, just not an easy first seed for Spooners.
Stuff got really spicy also in Div A because OK Boomer took down Obsidian Steeds, which is very unfortunate, I will say, for Pulse Ultra, because you finally get your first dub of the season, and then OK Boomer also wins tonight. So now they have to beat Car Swappers to have a chance to tie, which again, gonna be very difficult. So, but I will say, Pulse Ultra, if they lose to Car Swappers, will either be facing Straight Rippin' or Final Boss right away.
That's fun.
Which that sucks. I obviously you can attest. I would not want to be in that position, but
no.
Either way, it's been a long stream. Again, we've been live for 3 hours now with 3 amazing games back to back to back tonight. I have to say, my favorite was definitely the Pulse Ultra one. I don't know if you were watching that one too much, but yeah, it was unbelievably hype, and just if the goal was to hit crossbar, Silk won hands down. The dude hit it like 20 times.
I was gonna say I saw a bit of it. If you're looking for Rocket League content, terrible. But if you're looking for awesome storylines, that was probably the series of the year. Yeah,
I would agree. Story wise, yeah, it was really, really great. Content wise, it is a little rough, if we're being honest. But appreciate you still coming on and doing this little interview. Yeah. One thing I will say, guys, is that if you guys haven't heard, NDSU Rocket League is traveling, and we are going to Detroit Mountain, going skiing this Saturday. So if you guys are interested in going, Make sure to check out the Discord, just !Discord. Otherwise, Nightbot's have been posted it all night. And if you got any questions, obviously feel free to pretty much DM anyone, and they will send you in the right direction. But Dunk, any last words before we call it a night here?
No, awesome series tonight, and I do hope to see quite a few of you on Saturday tomorrow. But otherwise, have a great night.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Thank you again for casting, my good sir. And we are just about done with week 6. I don't know if anyone's casting tomorrow, but hopefully in the next day or two, we will have our entire league play finished, and we will send out an announcement regarding playoffs and all that fun stuff. So it should be a lot of fun. Thank you, Nightbot, for the Discord. Right on cue. Appreciate that. But either way, that is going to do it for everything over on our end here at NDSU Rocket League. Appreciate everyone with the support, the follows, the subs, and all that. It's been a fantastic stream. And yeah, everyone have a great night, and we'll see you guys very, very soon.